Well, hello everybody, and welcome into today's video. And I've got a really nice topic today that I want to discuss, and it's how to control the distance of your irons. And I'm not necessarily talking about a full swing here. I'm talking about learning to hit your irons different distances. Yes, we all have a full swing, and that's how far a 9-iron or an 8-iron or 7-iron can go, whatever that distance is. But we get on the golf course and we don't always have numbers or yardages that fit those full swings. Matter of fact, happens probably less with the proper yardage than with non-proper yardages, or so those in-between yardages. So we have to learn to hit golf clubs different distances. Today I want to talk to you about the biggest flaws that I see in my students and why they have so much trouble controlling the distance of their irons. I want to talk to you today. I want to tell you how to control the distance of your irons, and I also then want to show you how to practice so you can learn this skill. Now, as with many of the topics that are in my videos, learning to control the distance of your irons is a skill. It is a learned skill. It is just not something that we can push a button somewhere and that iron is going to miraculously go the proper distance. So you do have to practice. You do have to learn and develop this skill. If you are a golfer and you're wanting to improve, you might want to consider subscribing to this channel, because that's what I do on this channel. I teach you how to play better golf. So how do we control the distance of our irons? How do we hit our irons different distances to match what's required of us on the golf course? Well, it's two things. It's length of swing and speed of swing, okay? And I start off with telling you that because that is the area that the majority of my students have so much trouble with. They just can't control the length of their swing, and they can't control the speed of their swing, or they're trying to control the speed of their swing incorrectly. So what do I mean by length of swing? Well, length of swing is going to be how big is our backswing, okay? We are going to have a full backswing. What is our full backswing? Mine this morning is about right there. But then we have to be able to control that backswing in shorter versions. I have to learn to stop that backswing at shorter versions. So if this is my full backswing, this might be my 3/4. This might feel like my half, okay? Me being able to control that length of backswing is going to make my golf ball go a different distance, okay? Now, I really like to have the follow-through match the backswing, meaning I don't want a little half backswing and then try and get to a full finish. I kind of want the backswing and the forward swing to match one another. So if I have 3/4 backswing, 3/4 follow through. If I'm more in a half backswing situation, half backswing on the follow through. Well, yes, I've had a change of venue. I was at the golf course and the battery on my camera died. So I just thought I'd come home and finish filming this video here. And it's just as well, because everything that I was doing, you can do at home. If you've got a situation where you have a mat and a net in the backyard, or you have a simulator or one of those things, this is something that you can do. So as I was saying, we want a balanced swing. So the big problem that I see with my students is that their swings are never balanced. The length of the backswing typically is way too big, and then they try and control the speed of their swing by slowing their arms down, and that just doesn't work. It causes big mishits, and so we really have to learn to control the length and speed of our swing. Now, when I say speed of our swing, I'm not talking about speed of my arms. More talking about speed of my pivot, okay? How fast I'm letting my pivot go forward. So how do you want to practice this? Well, the first thing that I always recommend is get yourself in front of a mirror. Now, and I'm going to say this, and I'm not pointing anybody out, but about half the people that I teach, there's two types of people. There's two types of golfer. There's two types of people. One, the person has very good awareness of where things are around them spatially, okay? They have very good awareness of where the club is in the swing. Then there's the other half, the people that have no clue. And it has nothing to do with your golf ability. It just has to do with how you're made up. And, you know, I tell somebody to take a swing halfway back and they're all the way up here. And so if you're one of those people, the mirror is a huge, huge place for you to practice because you've got to develop feel. But the reality is we all have to develop feel. So I've got my mirror out here and I just want to stand here and I want to make some swings halfway back, halfway forward. Notice I am using my pivot. Halfway back, halfway forward. Okay, a little bit bigger. Okay, 3/4 up to my shoulders. So I can just stand in front of a mirror, make nice slow swings, and get a feel of where that golf club is. So why do we need to be able to hit golf clubs different distances? Isn't that why we have 14 clubs? So I can, if I need a 110-yard shot, that might be my pitching wedge, and then a 120-yard shot, that might be my 9-iron, and so on. Again, we don't get on those perfect numbers all the time. And there's other variables on the golf course as well. There's uphill, there's downhill, there's wind, situations where you might hit the ball over offline and you've got to keep one underneath of a tree. So, you know, actually I tried to film this video yesterday and I filmed it all in slow motion. I've been having some technical problems with this video, but I actually went out on the golf course and videoed 3 examples of the shots, and one of them was that situation. I had a 137-yard shot downhill into a par 5, but I was over to the right. I had tree branches real low. Now, had I been in the fairway, that would have been a 9-iron, but I couldn't hit the 9-iron because it was going to get up into the trees. And so I hit a 5-iron, but I had to hit that 5-iron 100 yards. So the ball could land on the downslope and roll out onto the green. And boy, I wish you could have seen it. And who knows, I may put the actual shot in the video, hit it about 10 feet. So there's multiple situations where you have to control the speed and the distance of that shot so that we're not hitting full shots. So let me show you the most obvious of the situations. So let's just go through my set of golf clubs. I have a 56-degree wedge, I have a 52-degree wedge, and I've got a pitching wedge. My 52-degree wedge, I can hit 100 yards comfortably. Maybe sneak it up to 102, but I don't really like to do that. My pitching wedge, I can hit about 125 yards to 128 yards comfortably. So I've got my launch monitor down here, okay, and I'm going to show you a shot. So this would be my full swinging pitching wedge, done at a speed that I would be very comfortable playing on the golf course. And there was 124 yards I hit that ball. My swing speed was 80, okay? Ball speed came out at 96.7, carried, like I said, 124 yards. So I can stand there all day long and do that. Well, what if I'm on the golf course and I've got a 107-yard shot? Well, I can't make my 52-degree wedge go 107 yards. I can't swing it that hard. So I have to have the ability to take this golf club, my pitching wedge, and hit it 107 yards. So let me see if I can do one right here. I like to play by eye. I'm real good at looking, so hitting into the net might be a little difficult here, but I have to adjust the length of my swing, and I have to adjust the speed of my pivot. I think that's going to be pretty close right there. And here we go, 102. So I was off by 5 yards. But look at what I've just done. So I've taken this club down to the minimum that I'm really going to want to hit it. Let's see now. Let's say I needed to hit 115 yards. I'm going to be a little closer to full swing lengthwise, but again, I'm going to control the speed of my pivot. Excuse me. Get my ball in the right place. Here we go. Okay, I kind of like that strike right there. Let's see what it comes up. 118, it's pretty close. So you can see how I'm dialing in the distances of this wedge. You know, we're changing the distances of all of our clubs all the time. And again, you know, say I've hit a shot, this 7-iron, about 155 in the middle of the summer, maybe 160. But, you know, say I've got a 147-yard shot. Well, I don't like to try and swing my 8-iron harder. I lose the ability to hit it solid. So I've got to take this 7-iron and be able to back off. And that's where I control the length of my swing. That's where I control the speed of my pivot. So let me give you full swing here. All right. Just give you a yardage. That was hit really solid right there. I like that one. Let's see what, 157 yards. So I really crept up on that 160 mark right there, okay? So now, let me go in here and let's just say I've got a 150-yard shot. Well, again, I don't know that I want to swing my 8-iron quite that hard. And I'm just gonna have to back off the 7-iron a little bit. That wasn't hit very solid at all. Let's see what I came up with. 125. I told you that one wasn't hit very solid. Let me do it again, okay? Shorter backswing, chop off my follow through a little bit, control the speed of my pivot. That was solid. 148, that was pretty good. Again, if I'm getting within 2 yards of my distance like that, I'm really happy. Well, there you go. And that's how we control the distance of our irons. You've got to learn to control that length of swing, and you've got to learn to control the speed of your pivot. This is going to give you so many more options when you're on the golf course. It's going to give you so much more confidence when you're out on the golf course to know that, hey, I can take this club, the 7-iron, the 8-iron, the 9-iron, whatever it is, and hit the thing the right distance, okay? Again, it's going to be something that you have to practice and start off in a mirror and then go to the driving range and hit little half swings, little bit bigger, little 3/4, full swings. Figure out what everything feels like and then just see where the ball goes. Use a rangefinder. If you've got a simulator, if you've got a launch monitor type situation, figure out how far those golf balls go. And then you'll know on the golf course, all right, hey, I've got an uphill shot and I'm 150 yards. Well, that would be a 7-iron just for say, but I can't hit the 7-iron uphill, but I can't, if I hit a full 6-iron, it's going to go a little bit longer. And hey, I need to take a portion, a less than full 6-iron. Learn to control these distances. Well, I want to thank you so much for coming into this video. I'm really glad I got it done. You know, again, started yesterday. That didn't work. Today at the golf course, finished it up here at the house. But I like the fact that I was at the golf course and the house, so you can see you can do this in multiple different situations. Well, if you want to continue to learn about golf and you want to continue to improve and get your golf game better, hit that subscribe button down there, okay? Do appreciate it for all of you that come in and watch my videos to the end. I really, really appreciate that as well. Drop me a comment below and let me know how your golf game is doing. And let me know if there's anything over the winter that you feel like you need to work on, and I'll create a video for you and put it out there and show you how to do it. Well, thanks y'all. Have a great day.